Hi, my name low quality content. It just content, if you talking about this game less content. You need to look what content out there. Rush battle first stage. Unlocked on the adventure board, adventurer rank up 3. By winning the rush battle held in the arena, you can obtain rewards such as ability plugs that can be used to strengthen weapons. The goal is to defeat all enemies within the time limit. The recommended level 15. Rules inside the arena. After entering the arena, enemies will spawn in a wave system, and the types and number of enemies that spawn in each wave are determined. You will enter the next wave based on the number of enemies remaining and the HP of the boss class. But you will not be able to move on to the intermediate wave boss battle until you defeat all the enemies. There are challenges that occur during battles, and if you complete them within the time limit, your character will receive a buff for a certain amount of time. Rush battle second stage. It will be a little more efficient if you avoid bosses with a lot of HP and weapons that have the ice, darkness, and fire that bosses are resistant to. The light attribute, which has no resistance, matches the boss's weakness, so it might not be a bad option. If you leave the bosses alone, small mobs will fly around and be a huge nuisance, so it's easier to deal with the bosses as soon as possible and then deal with the rest. Rush battle third stage. Entering the third stage, the enemy will begin to use status abnormalities. It will be easy if you have resistance to poison and stun. Rush battle fourth stage. Multiple strong enemies appear in a single wave, and the boss is also highly durable and the difficulty increases rapidly compared to the third stage. There are also many status abnormalities that inhibit the player's actions. The effects that appear are Earth attribute burst, Ice attribute burst, bind, sleep, paralysis, and stun. Since the attribute values are generally high, it is important to play safe when it looks like it's going to burst. Those who use Blast Archer may want to consider adopting a refreshment area that they don't normally use. Earth and Ice attribute burst. Effect time can be shortened by attacking allies. The more powerful the attack, the easier it is to break. Sleep can be cancelled by examining a sleeping ally. Rush battle fifth stage. Composite plug grade 3 that were previously only available in X rush battles, such as Lion's Speed grade 3 and Steel Flesh grade 3, are now available. Rush battle sixth stage. Be careful because if you are hit by some of the attacks of the shark humans called Manner that appear in the second half, you will be put into a fear state. It cannot be cancelled on your own, but it can be cancelled by someone else. Interact with person in fear state. But newbie didn't do that. X rush second stage roar again. If this X also follows the usual pattern of previous X, its weak point will be the dark attribute. Strategy information. Alert, Wave 4 DPS check value is 120000. There are many status abnormalities such as stun, fear, sleep, napoization, paralysis. Most of them are caused by napo fruit that appears in wave. It's small and easy to miss, but it's fragile, so take it down all at once. Anyway, there are a lot of debuffs this season, but 4 of them can be removed by the player's actions. Earth burst can be destroyed by an ally's attack. The stronger the material, the more likely it will break. Ice burst, same as before. Fear, sleep, can be cancelled by examining an ally. For now, fear only applies to the Roar of Hell. Be aware that if you are unable to complete the Wave 4 mission, you will be moved to a very dangerous wave. X Rush 3. Warning, X is not content suitable for leveling up, but is an element for players of maximum level to enjoy. Please enter at least level 70 and weapon plus 5 before participating in the battle. This time's X doesn't have a DPS check like last time. There are 2 missions that will test your ability to improvise and collaborate with other members. The main status abnormalities are stun, fear, and paralysis. Among these, there are many stuns, so if you add stun resistance, the accident rate will be significantly reduced. The boss this time is the Vermilion Machine God. It is a boss that repeats 3 phases, and its attack range and his damage when in Berserk mode are especially noteworthy. X-Rush SP Party coming soon. X-Rush 3rd Stage Oath of Legion coming soon. X-Rush SP Solo coming soon. Sudden Death Battle Trial 1 coming soon. Sudden Death Battle Trial 2 coming soon. Raid 30 people make screen tearing. Some items such as consumables can be brought in, such as Attack Star Oil. For the maximum damage award. Engram Cannon. A gunfire gimmick placed at 3 locations around the map. When used, fires an attribute accumulation beam in the aiming direction. The attributes that accumulate differ depending on target. It is a gimmick weapon that specializes in accumulating attribute values. And the damage of the engram cannon itself is low. Each engram cannon has a long cooldown after being used once before it can be used again. Floating Island in the Void. Mission Appearance Area, Asteria Plains, Andorra Basin. Floating Island in the Void, Earth Dragon Attack. Mission Appearance Area, Bahamar Plateau, God Watching Hill. Floating Island in the Void, Thunder Dragon. Mission Appearance Area, Ritza Trade Route. Land of Noisy Storm, Sand Bug Invasion. Mission Appearance Area, Evergreen Desert, Dust of No Return. Floating Island in the Void, Invasion of Hara Dragon. Mission Appearance Area, Bahamar Plateau, Hill Watched Over by God. Earth of Noisy Storm, Ice Insect Invasion. Mission Appearance Area, Evergreen Desert, Dust of No Return. Continuous Tower. When you feel like giving up, gather members who are confident in their skills and take on the challenge. Ruins of Training. Strategy. Be careful of Alma's, Robot Pinky, Charging Stun. Apply a shield stun when 2 enemies get close. We recommend taking action to prevent the 23rd floor Doggerman from being dismantled. Be sure to avoid it every attack. The objects on the 24th floor are in 3 needle cages, left, right, and middle, that won't open for a long time. So those with long-range attacks can deal with them. Just in case, you can overcome it by putting away your weapon and jumping. Needle traps are clockwise except for the 24th floor. On the 33rd floor, move away from others before the lightning bursts, about 4 shots. Tower of Forging. I don't know anything, I swear, I just enter first try. And everything done by other players, probably they tried many times. I just following like ducks. Easy gotcha ticket. First defensive battle. Defend the engram wall that surrounds the defense target from a large number of enemies. And if you can protect the engram wall without being destroyed until the time limit expires, you will win. During the event period, the recommended participation conditions are level 50 and battle score 4500 or higher. Maximum number of participants is 18 people. You win by defending the engram wall until the end of the final phase, time limit, or defeating the boss. Enemy. Soldier enemy. Prioritizes targeting and defeating players. Aim at the wall if they haven't spotted a player. Guerrilla enemy. Aim for the wall first. The target of the attack changes when the player deals a certain amount of damage. Assault enemy. Prioritizes attacking the wall rather than defeating the player. Boss enemy. It appears in the final phase and slowly moves towards the wall. You win by defeating it. Second defensive battle. Just adapt, observing how to make bigger point. Again and again. Perhaps 5,000 glory coins per run's enough. Third defensive battle coming soon. Comments for this video. Another content exclude normal and advanced investigation, I already make those.